Welcome to AlphaCars Motorcycles. My name is Ian. Today I'm presenting this 2003 Morgan Plus 8 35th Anniversary Edition. Words can't describe how excited I am about this vehicle. If you are unfamiliar with Morgans, well, these are hand-built vehicles in the United Kingdom. This is the Plus 8 model, which was produced from around 1968 to 2004. And in total, they only made a little over 6,000 of these cars. And this being a 35th anniversary edition is even more special, as they only made 185 of this 35th anniversary edition, with only 100 of those being in the United States. So this is one of 100 35th anniversary Morgan Plus 8s in the United States. And the 35th anniversary edition, they stand out with a walnut dashboard. Check out this dashboard panel here. It is gorgeous. The whole car is a work of art. They have a Le Mans style shift knob. Feels awesome in the hand there. Of course, the 35th anniversary badge on the trunk panel, as we can see there. And finally, on the front of the vehicle, there's a mesh grille behind the traditional up and down grill bars there. So we've got the little England emblem there, but you can see that mesh behind the straight up and down grill bars. That is also a telltale sign that this is the 35th anniversary edition. So in this video, we're gonna get to know this Morgan very well. This vehicle is for sale here at AlphaCars at the date of this video posting. So this video is a condition overview. If you really wanna learn all the features and specifications of these vehicles, then maybe do a little Google search. But I'm gonna make this video exciting, and we're gonna go over the gorgeous condition this car's in. Did I mention it only has 6,000 miles? That's right, it has 6,000 original miles on it, and I will take a look at the odometer and show you that in this video, as well as how this car was built, how it was optioned. You can view that on our online listing on alphacars.com and view some of the options, the factory options that were installed when the Morgan was built. As I mentioned, it is for sale at the date of this video posting. So you're just one click away from viewing the price and availability. Check that out in the description below. There'll be a link to click on. It'll also pop up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. And right now, I'll put up our contact information. Feel free to send us an email or give us a call, and we're happy to share the details about this vehicle if it is still available. And if it's not available, well, I'm sure we can find you a vehicle like it. Of course, these Morgans, these don't come up every day. This is an excellent and rare opportunity to own one, especially with such low mileage. But of course, we can do our best to find you the vehicle you're looking for. But with all that being said now, let's get into taking a closer look at this Morgan. First, we'll start on the exterior. I'm gonna be very picky with this car, as usual, I guess. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know how picky and transparent we are here at AlphaCars. That's why we're making this inspection video. But the paint is like a mirror. On the Morgan, it is all factory original, and a little bit of dust here and there from it being outside. But even on this panel for the driver, there's no like scuffs or damage from getting in and out. Checking out all the chrome. All the chrome is in gorgeous shape, as well as the leather strap on the hood there, or the bonnet. The headlights, the grille, front bumper there. We will take a separate look at those wire wheels in just a minute. We've got the bespoke 3 wiper setup there. It's awesome. The glass is crystal clear, and the chrome surround is in excellent condition, as well as the mirror there. And these are cool. These actually unscrew a little bit, and this is how you put on the side panels that have a window. So we will take a look at those and get those on the Morgan later in the video. And finally, on the And it does have, there is a cover that goes over the top to cover it when the top's down. We want to show the condition of everything. So I don't have that on right now, but it is included and I will show you it in just a few minutes. But the top is in excellent condition. And like I said, we will put it up, latch it, and get the side panels on the doors and take a look at that. But focusing on the paint condition, the exterior, the fenders, we can see all the chrome in the back. It all looks awesome. All of the lenses for the lights are very clear with no damage. And even the fuel filler flap, you can see there's no damage on the paint below it or anything like that from spilled fuel. And you can even see a little bit of the wood there. There's actually a lot of wood in this car. Morgan, they use a lot of wood in the construction. It's very cool. And later in this video, we'll get the car on our lift and you'll actually be able to see quite a bit of that wood framing underneath when I go over the vehicle. So definitely stay watching for that. And yeah, now we're at the wire wheels. They're in gorgeous condition. Let me show you all the angles of it here. They're wrapped in some nice Continental tires, which have, I believe, around 80–85% life remaining, maybe a bit more. They're in very good shape. No signs of aging or anything, but we will inspect each tire carefully on the lift later in the video. No matter how close you get, it is really immaculate in the condition. It really speaks for itself. It's really quite amazing. And just to give you a peek of the underbody, just to get you excited for that, look at the exhaust condition. And it does have a galvanized chassis, which is why it has that unique look on the frame rails there. But back to the outside of it, we've got the reverse light there, the plate lights, and the dual exhausts. Now let's take, I guess, a close look at the hood and the leather strap. The leather strap is in excellent condition, especially for the age. Remember, this was built in 2003. It's a 2003 model year. And you would really think they just built it. It's in that good of condition. Taking a peek in the interior now, I can open up the door for us here. Some tire information right there. Steering wheel. The leather condition is beautiful. And I'm going to walk around the other side of the car to take a look at the leather from here. I leaned the passenger seat forward just a little bit. The seatbelt was actually locked the first time I tried it, so I had to pause the camera for a second. But plenty of storage space under here. The factory covers that are included and the window panels for the doors, it all fits in here very well, actually. I just have it removed just for now. But you can see it goes back pretty far. The green carpets was one of the factory options. You may have heard the door close just a second ago. Yes, these have leather limiting straps. It's really such a work of art. Taking a look at this door panel condition, even the edges of the doors here. And you can hear that latch one more time. Such a satisfying sound there. Here is, I believe, a VIN sticker. There's the VIN right there. And there's also the VIN on the dash. Such a satisfying thud when that closes. There's the VIN right there. And we'll open this back up. Same thing, leather condition. It's really nice. Right here, there's no damage, but just a little bit of wear, I guess, just from your hand kind of brushing against it. And that's just being really picky. That you'd have to really tell someone for them to notice. The pedals, the pedal box in this car feels awesome. All the inputs in this car are just raw and feel great. There's no power steering, so the steering has a great feel to it. And we see that Morgan gas pedal, and then the clutch and brake hinge off the ground. So really, really cool feeling to drive, a bit different than you might be used to with the modern pedal boxes. And even check that out, where the seats are mounted, I believe that's a little bit of wood for seat rails. We will start it up and take a look at the engine bay as well. I'm just kind of taking care of the interior right now. So after the interior, we're gonna look at the additional covers that are included, and then get the hood opened. There's a clock there, plenty of gauges and instruments, that Le Mans style shift knob there, the parking brake. There is a single DIN radio down in there because there are some speakers. This is a toolkit. I don't believe there's any tools in it. Yeah, there's nothing in there, but it is included with the vehicle. And these are some documents, important documents. So these I won't show you on camera. These have some of the previous owner's information, and these are just like service records and just in general, some history about the car. We've got the Morgan handbook right here, which plenty of things in here of how to use the vehicle. And then we have the Morgan photo album, which this is this car actually being built. So let me show you, like, check this out. This is some of that wooden frame. Yeah, it's the wood's ash as well. So we'll actually be able to see some of this when we're underneath the vehicle a bit later in the video, but you can see there the carpet condition. Everything is great. And I'm just gonna carefully set these things back here. But even the center console, transmission tunnel, well, this is the transmission tunnel and this is for the drive shaft, but all the stitching, everything is in excellent condition. See the keys in it there, the dash, the visors here work great. If you're a taller person like me, you would have to have them flipped up or one flipped up to kind of see in front of you. But the controls, I fit very well, even though I'm about 6 feet tall. Like I said, just that sun visor, it just hinges up there, and then you've got full visibility. Now I'm gonna show you the additional covers included with the Morgan. I have set them down very carefully on the clean pavement surface. So here's one of the additional covers I was talking about, just to show you everything looks great there. It is included. This is that cover that goes over the soft top when it's in the down or open position. And you can see the material looks good. And this really nice bag that zips up, this has the door window panels in there. So a really nice Morgan stitching, logo on there. And yeah, so those are in there. The bag's in perfect shape, as we can see. And we will get those installed, I would say a little bit later in the video. First, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the strap undone here and get the hood opened, and we'll take a look at each side of the engine bay. And just like that, the strap is unhooked. I'm careful not to have the metal touching the paint in any way. And then I've got our strap with the soft part just laid up here, so it's not on the ground or anything. You can see there, made in England. There's the chassis number. Unleaded fuel only. That replacement AGM battery we did, and it does have the quick disconnect here for the negative if the vehicle's being stored. And you can see the Land Rover 4-liter V8 there. So V8 with the manual transmission it's such a blast in this vehicle. With the lightweight and the nimble handling characteristics, it is, I can't even explain how fun this vehicle is. But the V8 here, we can see the header is in excellent condition. Even look at those header bolts there. See the spark plug leads. We have the intake right there. That is the starter down there and the solenoid. And yeah, it's just a very, very clean and well sorted engine bay. Now as I lower this side back down, we can latch it, which you push down on these. just like so. Now that we have the other side of the hood open, we can take a look. There's a throttle linkages there. Mass airflow sensor before that intake box. Some reservoirs in there. Once again, the header, everything is so clean on this engine. You can see the cylinder head there and the valve cover. It's all nice and dry. You'll see underneath too, when we go underneath the vehicle, it'll all be nice and dry. And yeah, it's really just in tip-top condition. So now what I'm gonna do is I will latch these, which sometimes can be, there we go. And there we go. So I'm gonna latch the leather strap, which is, I guess, the safety latch on a vehicle like this. And then what we're gonna do is start it up here at run. Might even do a lap or two around the parking lot. And then I'm gonna get the soft top up and those side window panels on so we can take a look at those. Now the hood is closed. We've got our leather safety strap over it there. And I'm in the driver's seat. Let's turn on the ignition. There'll be a little buzz and it's in neutral. There's no clutch safety switch, so all you have to do is fire it up. Hear that V8. The parking brake light is because the parking brake is on, which we can turn off like so. You can see if I put it back on, that light works great. And we've got some of our gauges here, our fuel gauge, charging systems working great. You can see there about 13.5, 13.8 volts, something like that. Battery is fresh, so it doesn't really have to do a whole lot of charging. And there's the oil pressure. And of course, it was a cold start. The vehicle is cold. And even the button condition, it's really immaculate. Kind of looks like it's never been used. And there is, in this little sort of open glove box, there is a outlet back there as well. But now I'm gonna do a couple laps around the building. I'm handing off the phone to my coworker. So go right in reverse as I'm gonna go the other way. So the clutch, super smooth and easy to use. Gearbox, this car has such great gearbox and clutch feedback. I'll flip this up so I can see a little better. So now I'm back in first gear. Make sure there's no one coming. You can hear that V8 rumble right into second gear. So now we're gonna stop. The brakes are super smooth and very powerful. Right into first gear. This car has so much torque and power for being such a light car. It is awesome. Right into second gear. And now I'll show off the turning circle a little bit here, right into first gear. And it's a long front end, but turning circle's not too bad. And yeah, mechanically this thing is really quite nice. As you just saw there, clutch is super smooth. So much torque, it's kind of hard to stall it, honestly. And being 6 feet, or about 6 feet, it's not too bad to get in and out of either. So now, Justin, who grabbed the camera from me, we're gonna put the window panels on, we're gonna put up the top, and then I'll show you around the Morgan once that is done. And now with the top up and those window side panels on, it almost looks like a different car, but in a good way, I guess. Looks super classy. But let's take a look at this top condition. The fabric is in great shape. Same thing with the rear window there that's stitched in. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to show. The window goes under this little flap there, so the rain kind of drips over it. And I can open up the door here. You can see the inside of this structure. Like I mentioned earlier, super cool, nice and easy. These little thumb screws here. to get everything on and off. And when we shut it, we'll just make sure this is over that. And it latches very easily. And same thing with the driver's one here. Let's open it up. It's all in great shape. There's no marring or scratching on the windows themselves, which are some sort of plexi or plastic material there. And looking at the inside, might be a little dark, but the frame of the top, everything's in great shape. Same thing with the fabric. And we can even see here, the latch is right here. There's a latch on the other side as well. That all works great. And actually, to put the top down, there's a handle inside. And what that does, it is right here. You can see it looks like another random door handle in the car. But you pull this, which I'll do it right now, and you can see there it unlatches. There's a couple latches for the back of the top right here. So it unlatches those, so now the top is not tensioned anymore, and then you can undo the forward sort of latches here, and then put it back by hand. So it all operates smoothly. It's very easy to put up and down. You just have to do it in the right order. And I just wanted to show these latches here. It all works very smoothly and very reliably. And now we are gonna put the top back down. We'll put the window panels in their safe storage bag. And we're gonna get the Morgan up on the lift. We'll take a look at the underbody condition and do a mechanical inspection of it as well. Check for leaks, check out the tire condition like I said, and you'll really get to investigate every square inch of this Morgan. Now we've got the Morgan up on the service center lift here, one of the service center lifts, and I've got my high-powered LED light here. We're gonna do an ultra thorough inspection of the pristine underbody on the Morgan here. As we walk through, we see there's some wood at the back. Of course, Morgan incorporates a lot of wood into the structure of these hand-built cars. And we'll see a bit more wood a bit later in this little inspection. But now as we walk our way back to the front, just getting an overview. Now let's start at the front and do our thorough inspection. Sachs shocks up front here. It's the bottom of the radiator. The front subframe. And the main frame on these, they are galvanized. That's why it has that unique look to it. And just ultra cool how they build these cars, the design that goes into them. Of course, handmade, as I mentioned. Now looking at the bottom of the engine, Land Rover genuine parts. Of course, it is a Land Rover engine, but it's good to see there's the genuine oil filter on there. And just taking a look at the bottom of the engine, it's super dry. There's the bottom of the block there. Let's see, there's the cylinder heads. And check out the headers. Look how clean the headers are. Quite amazing. There's a starter. Once again, look how clean the headers are up there, coming off of the cylinder heads. Really quite amazing. Looking up at the front of the engine now, you can see one of the vents on the hood there up from this angle. Pretty cool. And now let's work our way back. Check out the exhaust that mates with the header there. There's a flange, or a few flanges, but it comes out. There's the catalytic converter, the clamp, everything's in nice condition. To the mufflers on the side here, which are in excellent condition. And even check out the exhaust clamps, like the threads, the nuts are all super clean, no corrosion. And let me get a better angle for you. Sorry for the shaky camera there. But check out how clean that muffler is. And there's the other catalytic converter, and then it goes in to the exhaust header there. Genuine real wire wheels on the Morgan here. The Continental tires are in excellent condition. You can view the actual tread depth, life remaining on our online listing, but they seem like new, and there's no evidence of any aging. There's no cracking or dry rot or damage to them. So keep that in mind. This car will ride nice and smooth and safely down the road. And checking out the center structure here. There's no damage from the road or debris. It's all really impressive. Going back to the transmission, appears to be nice and dry. And the transmission mount is over here. The rubber's in nice shape. You might be able to, there you can see it a little bit there. Kind of a tight area for the camera. But manual transmission, of course, as we've already seen in this video. And here's the clutch sleeve cylinder there, and it pushes on the clutch fork, pivot point there. So that'd actually be cool to see in action if the clutch was pushed while we're under here. All super cool. You can actually see into the bell housing a little bit there. And now paying attention to the back of the Morgan, here's the rear axle. Some of the rear suspension, leaf springs. Everything is as you would expect for the age and mileage. It looks really nice. You can see more elements of wood back there. We're gonna see a little bit more of that shortly. And there's the shock absorber. Once again, more wood. Everything is in excellent shape, even the exhaust back here. These rear muffler tip sections. They look awesome. This wood floor, you would think it's like a cargo floor, but there's no cargo area in the back. The gas tank is actually on this. So this is the gas tank support that goes on the wooden structure here. And if we look up in here, this is that sort of wooden, get the camera to focus up in there. There we go. This is that wooden sort of standoff or subframe that comes off the metal frame, and then this supports the rear bodywork. You can see some of the wiring up there. Sorry about the camera angle. It's a tight area to get the lens in here. And of course, vehicle's handmade, as I mentioned. Got the AlphaCars plate back here. And yeah, even underside of the bumper, everything's looking great. So we'll do one last sort of walkthrough, but I believe I've done a pretty thorough inspection on it. If there are any leaks or things like that, we would have seen it. And yeah, it's just an amazing piece of automotive workmanship and engineering. And this is all I have for you in the underbody inspection on the Morgan. And now we're back out in front of our AlphaCars sign on the building. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, really admiring the condition of this Morgan Plus 8 and really appreciating how rare of a vehicle this is and the awesome opportunity to be able to own one. If you are interested in this Morgan, and if it is still available, you can view the pricing on our website, alphacars.com, as well as a set of high-resolution professional images, and just in general more information about the Morgan, including some of the history. So this has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough location. Speaking of Boxborough location, we do offer transportation, so no matter where you are in the country, still reach out to us. We can make the buying process very easy and ship this to you wherever you might be. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe so then you don't miss out on the latest motoring content.